_HM7. And this is Harry Winks with Ben Davis and Sonny after the game. Nice little moment. Good to see Academy boys, Ollie Skip and Harry Winks at the game yesterday. But, you know, it was just, we all knew they were going to walk away with the bloody 3 points.
Yep. And you know what? I have to say, Harry Winks played very well yesterday.
He did.
Harry Winks did very, very well. And for their reunion, we decided to say, here's your parting gift, have 3 points.
Exactly. Here's a going home present from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Exactly. Sonny's always great with things like this, isn't he? Yep. It's just, look how dejected he looks. He looks like, what the hell is going on here? I wish, and we know it's not in Sonny's character, I wish he'd come out and speak out about what is going on as a captain and as a leader. I wish he would come out and lay some facts down and address where we're going as a club, because
he did mention it though a week or so ago, didn't he? Saying it's not good enough from the board as well, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? He did mention it, but maybe he needs to go a little bit harsher, because he just looks dejected. Bless him.
Yeah. Next up is from Carlionu Spurs saying, where does it hurt? This is where a headache hurts. This is where a stomachache hurts. And this is where Tottenham Hotspur hurts.
It's like, big up, Carly. It's so true, isn't it? The only thing I hate about this is it's done in red.
Yeah.
But she's spot on.
George Stokey G2 says, another angle of the instant where Ange is replying and says, who said that to the fans? And did you see this yesterday when Ange is walking down the tunnel? And you can see here a fan from above saying, you're going to take us down. And then he goes in the tunnel and then comes out. And was like, who said that? Like, what is he doing, man? Like, just take it on the chin and get down the tunnel, mate.
Yeah, I had seen the guy saying going to get us relegated, but the video I had seen had been cut off before Ange came out, so I hadn't seen the Ange come out bit. He's been very snappy, isn't he? I mean, if he can't accept from Spurs fans seeing the plight of the football club and state a fact that the way we're playing, there's no way. What is it, since the Manchester City game, if the table was real from them, we'd be 18th, or maybe even worse now.
Yeah, I think 18th or 19th,
Yeah, and those stats don't lie, and Spurs fans are venting their anger, and unfortunately, on the playing side, the buck does stop with him, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or start with him, whatever you say the saying is, and shouldn't have reacted. I know he's frustrated, but you get paid the big bucks, and you were see, this is the thing, that he was loving the banter at Tamworth a couple of weeks ago, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And being all part of it, and that's okay. But then when it's something like this, you want to react. Just move on.
Yeah, exactly. Just move on. Be professional. And you say he gets the big bucks, but I would just say the big bucks, because the big bucks.
Or the big.
Spurs Watch say that Tottenham still haven't got as many points this season as they got in the first 10 games of last season. That is a mad stat. Because what are we? 20... How many games are we in? 23 games into a Premier League season, and we still haven't got as many as the first 10 games of last season.
I'm just trying to remember, what was our point tally after the 10 games?
Was it 9 wins and a draw? Was that?
Or was it 2 draws? Either way, so that was what? 20. So if it's 9 wins and a draw, that's 28 points. We're on 24. God knows how long we're going to get 4. We still need to get 4 points.
It was 26 points, Josh Hayden in the chat
where
says.
Where are we right now? We're on 24 right now, aren't we?
Yeah.
We still need 2 points to even equal it.
When do we think we're going to hit the holy grail of 26 points? When are we going to hit that?
I mean, that stat, that I retweeted it, and I said, that's a sackable fence alone, surely. That stat.
Yeah. Unbelievable. I just can't believe it. And he says 8 points away from relegation, second most expensive season ticket in Europe, dropped 11 points to relegation teams, no outfield signings during an injury crisis, low wages despite massive revenue, and we have the highest paid chairman in the Premier League. Hashtag Levy out.
Yeah, I mean, I could add a load more X's to that list. But what I am worried about as well, what we've got to think is in April, he's got to announce the bonus he's given himself. And we all know for this one, there will be no footballing reasons to get such a huge bonus. But there's been loads and loads of sponsorships and official partners and concerts and events. And at the similar time, it will be season ticket. Is it a freeze? Is it another price hike? So dark days ahead for him, with the fans being like they are now, and then these two things hovering over, and the rest of this transfer window, and with the situation with Ange Postecoglou. He is very, very much under a microscope, and I love every single second of it.
Yeah, well, if we do go down, which, you know, like I said, like I keep saying, I don't think we actually will. But if we do go down, we'll probably be the only club ever to raise the ticket prices whilst being relegated.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise us. Wouldn't surprise us.
CBS Sports Golazo actually got on the back of the brilliant work that Jay and Co did yesterday.
Yep.
That's the banner. That's one of the banners that was obviously in the ground yesterday. 24 years, 16 managers, 1 trophy, time for change. So, I mean, it got around a lot of places yesterday.
Mate, Fabrizio Romano even tweeted it. It really, really, I mean, we have the Spurs reporters and journalists that obviously write about Spurs, and they've been mentioning it and talking about this situation. It's become, do you know what, we've become even Paddy Power, we're a weekly piss take for Paddy Power, and all these things have been going on, and it's just been unacceptable. And then obviously now due to the phenomenal work of Jay and Change for Spurs yesterday, a lot more people are talking about it. It's a lot wider than thought. Sponsors aren't going to like this today. People affiliated with the club are not going to be happy that the real big guns in the world of football journalism are now zooming in on Tottenham Hotspur and the situation that we're in.
Absolutely. Next up is Lily White Lab saying this was absolutely unforgivable, by the way. Not the first time he's done it this season either. And this was what we were talking about in the player ratings when, you know, Pedro Porro, all he has to do is cross that ball in. And look at that free man right at the back post as well. And he goes for a shot.
Yeah, and you know what? Again, in that position, if you know when they do the silhouettes and say, guess who scored this goal, we'll put... If you were to say, who do you want to be that guy on the ball to put that cross in, without even thinking, I would have said Pedro Porro.
Just think it to Mikey at the back post. That's all you need to do.
Yep. It's just, I mean, the angle is so tight, isn't it? It is a ridiculous angle. But Pedro Porro, probably on form, could pull it off. But when you're 2-1 down and you've got a man wide open, you look at it when it was on form. I know it was a little bit further outside the box, but it was a similar kind of area where he was trying to get that cross in for Liverpool, wasn't it? In that game where we won it in the last minute.
Yeah.
And he just lashed it across the 6-yard box. How we would have wished he'd done that yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely.